Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Herp Corner, where we will be discussing the origin, fun facts, and general care of the golden-tailed gecko, or the golden spiny-tailed gecko, or the golden striped gecko. They were first discovered in 1886 by Charles Walter Davis. Golden-tailed geckos are only native to Australia and are very common within the pet trade. They are sadly near endangerment due to the burning of their native lands and wildcats feeding on them. Now for some fun facts. Number 1. They are a part of the genus known as Strophurus. Other animals a part of Strophurus would include the Australian jeweled gecko, the Congo gecko, the southern plasmid gecko, the northern spiny-tailed gecko, the short-tailed striped gecko, the robust striped gecko, the X-mouth spiny-tailed gecko, the soft spiny-tailed gecko, the Mount Augustus spiny-tailed gecko, the western shield spiny-tailed gecko, the white striped gecko, and the soft spine gecko. Number 2. Unlike most geckos, they do not eat their shedded skin. It simply drops and is left there. Number 3. Similarly to the milk frog, the golden-tailed gecko has a blue mouth. Their tongue, though, is not blue. It's purple, much like the Gila monster's tongue. Number 4. There are 3 different subspecies of golden-tailed gecko. They are separated by their patterns and coloration of their eyes. Strophurus Taenicauda albinocularis has a pale yellow eye with small black spots along their belly. Strophurus Taenicauda triaphorus has an orange eye, a brighter gold coloration on their tail, and small but scattered dots around their body. The last and final subspecies is Strophurus Taenicauda, which has a crimson eye, a mustard-colored tail, and a big and scattered spots. Number 5. Although all subspecies are located in Australia, they've only been recorded within the Brigalow Belt bioregion, which is a biome of wooded grasslands and acacia trees located between the coast of Australia and Queensland. Number 6. The golden spiny-tailed gecko has 350% better vision than any human. This comes from the fact that they're able to see at nighttime. With any animal, if they have a slit for a pupil, it means they're nocturnal. Number 7. As the Australian Geographic magazine states, the golden-tailed gecko has a foul-smelling secret. When threatened, they shoot strings of pungent liquids through their tail. It is recorded to smell worse than skunk spray. These guys will stand like a scorpion, open their mouth wide, and spray. Now for their general care. Although they do require humidity, do not place them in a less ventilated enclosure than Class 1. Most people will put an animal that needs humidity in a bin since they isolate humidity well. But if the animal is not well ventilated, then it can lead to bacterial infections. Instead of spraying them twice a day, only do so 2 or 3 times a week. There is very little information I can find on the diet of golden-tailed geckos. I'd advise feeding them similarly to a leopard gecko, but offering Pangea diet could be beneficial. Like most animals, cohabiting is not recommended. In general, their care is very similar to a leopard gecko. A heat lamp should be provided, as well as a temperature gradient. Although, what sets them apart from Leos would be the fact that handling is not a good idea, since they'll only show resilience by squirting their foul liquids. But if you really want to handle them, brief and relaxed periods of it is okay. They're arboreal, so hides and general climbing enrichment should be provided. Make sure the pieces are rough so they can rub off their shed on them. Good substrates would include Exoterra's riverbed sand, Eco carpet, and Exoterra's sand carpet. In general, they could make an alright beginner animal, just not for very young children. Anyways, thank you for tuning into this episode. All my sources are in the description, and I'll see you next time.